Howdy, howdy, Sidova here, and welcome to my video of one of the hardest battles in the game. I am going to show the battle after I show a bit of analysis of the battle and why this team that I'm using is so strong, because I do make some mistakes and the battle still goes fairly well. But I want to break down who's doing the damage, where the damage is coming from, and the mistakes that I made prior to, and the mitigation of damage incoming, and why each character in this team is really important. So as the battle goes, I'll just show the total damage each character does. So the Sorcerer River, in round 1 he does 78 damage. He's just using Magic Missile, but he's getting 33 damage off the Magic Missile, but he's getting 45 damage from the Paladin's Aura. He gets to proc it 9 times. And he does use Empowered, so he gets an extra 9 damage from that. It's not that much, but it's not nothing. Round 2, he gets 75 damage, 33 from Magic Missile, 40 from the Paladin's Aura, and plus 3 from Empowered. Now our Paladin, Katya, which is the Judgement Paladin, which has that amazing aura. I'm convinced that Paladin actually is a requirement for every team now. I thought just the Court Mage was, but really this Paladin is so strong. In round 1, she just shoots her bow. She gets 39 damage, 24 from the bow, 10 from the aura, and 5 from using arrows with bonus damage. And the second round, she gets 108 damage, 44 from the weapon, 10 from her aura, 48 from smite, and 6 from that special smite that the paladins get at level 10, which is 1d8 per attack. And then she finishes the battle with a reaction, getting 28 damage, 19 from her weapon, and 9 from her smite. It shows a little bit more than that at the end, but only 9 is used to kill the dragon. It has 700 hit points because we're playing on Cataclysm. Our ranger, Tav, round 1 gets 125 damage, 43 with his crossbow, 20 from the aura, 10 from his arrow bonuses, 39 from battle focus, and 13 from hunter's mark. Round 2, he gets 142 damage, which is really good. 54 from his weapons, 25 from the aura, 43 from battle focus, and 20 from hunter's mark. And in the final reaction, he gets 26 damage hit, 9 from his weapon, 5 from his aura, 11 from battle focus, and 1 from hunter's mark. And our wizard, because we make a mistake, we only get 1 round, not 2. Does 79 damage in round 2, 34 from Magic Missile, and 45 from the Aura. Now, I did this chart over here just to show kind of how the damage plays out, assuming that our Wizard would have got that round 1 in, just to show, okay, our Ranger is really doing the lion's share of the damage, and then our Paladin, Sorcerer, and Wizard are kind of all level, but they all do a ton of damage. Now, as far as where the damage is coming from, I think this is really important. From our basic attacks, we're getting 42% of our damage. From the Paladin's Aura, we get 200 damage total, which is total of 29%. That Aura is so powerful, especially as it synergizes with things like Magic Missile and Scorching Ray and just regular attack. But a full 30% of our damage comes from the Paladin's Aura alone. Other special bonuses like arrows and stuff like that add for about 10% of our damage, so it's not nothing. It's worth crafting those arrows. It's worth using those empowered spells and little bonuses. Battle focus alone from the ranger gives us 13% of our damage. Smite gives us 8. If we look at the paladin in total, he's really responsible for over 50% of our damage with his or her attacks and aura. And the ranger is responsible for 35%, and the sorcerer and wizard without the aura are only responsible for 14.6%. However, they're proccing the aura, but I just thought I'd show that. That's why that paladin is so valuable. It's absolutely incredible. Now, I make 4 pretty key mistakes in the battle, and when you see it, I'm commenting live. And when you do anything live, you always make mistakes. But the first thing I do is my wizard casts Identify Creatures instead of using Magic Missile. And you can't identify creatures on named creatures. I wanted to see if that Spectral Dragon had any other vulnerabilities so I could use different spells. But, you know, essentially it cost me about 70 damage in that first round. The second thing is I should have led with my wizard Isabel instead of leading on the damage with my sorcerer River. And the reason is because River has a higher dexterity and advantage on initiative rolls. So making your wizard go first in this case would ensure that she went first every time, and that all my other characters have a better chance of beating the dragon in initiative. Now, I won initiative on all 4 characters, so this ended up not mattering, but it was a mistake. The third thing is the paladin was not using its bonus action to cast Divine Favor, which I should have been doing. It cost me about 15 damage, but 15 damage is 15 damage. It's not nothing. And lastly, my ranger was not using the right weapon. I had a weapon that has acid damage on it. I could have easily used a weapon with radiant damage. It really cost me about 45 damage. So my mistakes cost me about 130 damage total. And it could have cost me some deaths. As you'll see right at the end, the dragon re-rolls and gets his breath weapon back. But I managed to kill it before it's able to get that off. But, you know, with breath weapons, they roll every round, and if they get, I think, 5 or a 6 on a d6, they recharge their weapon. I'm not sure how it works in Solasta, but it's 5e rules, so I think that's about what it would be. Now, damage mitigation, I think, is important. We ended up taking a total of 294 points of damage between all of our characters, between the breath weapons and everything else like that. Now, this is why the Court Mage is so important, because she gives a bonus hit points, so temporary hit points. So, and she allows you to roll with advantage on 2 characters, herself included, to mitigate incoming damage. So, of that 294 damage, 188 of it was mitigated 100% by our Court Mage Wizard, which is almost 64%. Now, 20 damage was mitigated by us taking potions. You know, you could say it was a mistake. I should have actually taken potions on all 4 of my characters instead of just 2. But it mitigates 7% of that damage, which is not nothing. So really that's the value of that. Now I will flip over to the battle. Howdy, Stu Devil here, and welcome to another Solasta video, a fight in Palace of Ice. We are on the hardest difficulty in the game. It is, what is it called? Menu, settings, Cataclysm mode. So enemies have 200% health, they do 150% damage. We're just going to, this is a fight against to free Exanika's soul. This dragon is pretty much resistant to everything. Well, not quite everything, as you'll see. And the very first time I fought this on authentic mode, I was killed, a total wipe. So I came back, fought it again on authentic mode, and managed to win the fight, but just barely. And now we're on Cataclysm. I do have an optimized team, and I have pre-buffed in here. I've got Pass Without Trace. Obviously, that's going to help me not be seen, so I can start the fight off the way that I want. And so what we're going to do is inventory. Let's get to have a potion of speed, and we'll get Katya. Inventory, a potion of speed. And let's also inventory, while we're at it, get Katya a potion of strength. So 23, 21, I'm not going to use it in any other way. Okay, I don't think you have anything to do. I do want to learn about that dragon. So close. So she's going to cast, or no, yeah, she's going to cast Identify Creatures. See if we can learn something about it. And River is going to start off by casting Magic Missile, Empowered, and that's how we're going to start the fight.
No!
Did that not work? Okay, let's go to our journal. Our bestiary. Unknown creature. Spectral dragon. Huh. Okay, well, I guess we will just start off the fight. Oh, she's going to end her turn. She cast a spell and for some reason it didn't work. DC, identify creature, Isabel rolls dex. Okay. End turn. Now, cast spell. Max empowered. Okay. That extra 5 damage of force every time is pretty good. So end turn. Now Katya, I don't want to separate anyone. I want to make sure that I make all my saves. So she is just going to shoot. Is she going to be seen?
Can't say I'm
Yeah,
surprised.
holy crap. Spectral dragon has very good perception. Okay, if the Spectral Dragon gets close, of course Katya will go and start hitting it. So let's do cast spell. Spell trace. Yes, I'm going to lose my concentration. I just wanted to make sure I could get off the first round out of the way that I want. Battle focus.
Even the dead could hear you.
Yeah, I know. Done a pretty good first round of damage, but here comes the breath. We all made our saves. No, only Katya didn't. Okay, doing pretty good on HP. So we will just. I wonder if I can. I'm really curious about this thing. Maybe I can't cast it on it. I don't know. Alright. Well, no time to waste any more spells. We've got to get doing some damage here.
Arcana Evo Malme.
Okay, end turn. Legendary action. Well, 2 fell down. Okay. Now we can go here. Cast spell. Max level. Empowered. 700 HP is a lot to get through with this pretty strong team. In turn. And now I've got to take Katya up and start wailing on this thing. We need to get some smites in. Level 4 smite.
A modest success.
You know, I could probably try for Weight of Justice. This thing has such high saving throws, it's extremely unlikely. Okay, Weight of Justice. Oh yeah, of course it succeeded. Legendary action. 28 HP. Okay. And Tab can come in here and start going to town with his weapons. A little battle focus. This thing's going to be immune to the effects of the weapons, I think.
Touché.
Oh, not too bad. Oh, jeez, that ranger could do so much damage. Okay. Now, let's attack, of course. And attack. Running away is a bad idea. Especially if we're going to smite. And we got him. Alright.
Do you think that was her?
Well,
Exonica?
Certainly. The Cataclysm killed her.
anyways,
Her curse makes you.
Anyway,
that is the fight. Hope you found it interesting and can use that in one of your fights. You know, really, again, it's just a damage race. If you make it to round 4, you're gonna probably be dead. So you gotta kill it in the first 3 rounds for sure. So it's got to be fast. Magic Missile works fantastic. A lot of other spells it's immune to or resistant to, like fire and cold and everything else like that. Acid it's immune to. So it's a pretty fun fight. Definitely the first time I fought this, I kicked my butt on Authentic. So it's fun to kind of learn how to master a fights like this, and that's definitely interesting. Anyways, if you do like this kind of video, like, subscribe, comment. I really do appreciate it. And with that said, I guess we'll see you next time. Have a good one.